Hello friends and followers, once again here is the Harvey Wells transmitter for a demo. So I did modify the HP23 power supply. This is the high voltage section here, and they have a voltage doubler in here. I took out this doubler, I just left it in here really, but I put in a full diode bridge across the two secondaries here. So there's the full diode bridge right there. And I'm just feeding that into the capacitors here. Didn't change much, just put in the diode bridge. Disconnected the secondaries and put them into the diode bridge. That's getting about 390 volts out. So I'm getting about 390 volts out of this section, and this I'm feeding right to this 6146 final. This section, I've left it alone the way it is. It's still a voltage doubler. It's getting about 350 volts out now with a brown wire here. So that's what I'm doing now. The power supply is modified a bit, but not terribly. So we'll turn this thing on. Now the problem is I have no way to key up the high voltage. So this switch here will key the low voltage, which is about 350 volts, to the transmitter. They have a connection on Harvey Wells where you can go right into the final, and so that's what I'm using for that. So the final gets its own power feed now, which is good because it won't draw down the rest of the radio. So that power feed is where? Right about, well, here's the final right here. And power comes down like this. So yeah, I'm going in right into that screw right there. That's where I'm going in. So let's see how it works. So I really can't key this thing because I've ordered a relay. I'm going to put a relay in here to key the high voltages, but right now this switch just controls the low voltage, which really is 350 volts for everything else but the final. So that switch controls what this puts out, and this isn't switched at all. I just have a jumper clip going in from here to the back where the terminal strips are. So I really can't key this thing, but I'm just going to turn the power on and you can watch. The meter pins all the way, which isn't a good sign, but here we go. It's turned on. So now we're getting 390 volts in this way. We're getting about 350 in through there for the rest of it, and I'm not even sure if it modulates really. There it comes. There goes the plate. There goes the light. So when it's all warmed up, I'm not sure how many watts is coming out of this thing. I gotta measure it, but yeah, it's lighting up the light. So that's a good sign. And the tube's not red plating, so if there's no drive on this thing, the tube will red plate. So this tube runs without bias. I'm not sure how they pulled that off. I can't figure it out. I tried adding bias to this thing and it wasn't very successful. But anyway, the 6146 is in here running. I'm getting about that much power. I think it's about twice what I had before. So I have to now do a measurement of it and see what it's putting out. In fact, we can do that now. Turn it off. I can just clip on to the coax here and see what's going on. This is how primitive this is. Just don't get shocked. I guess the power's off now, but you never know what's going on around here. It's dangerous as hell. Well, you can tell with one hand this is going really well. There we go. And of course, I gotta put on a dummy load antenna, which is hanging around here somewhere. The wire for dummy load should be right here. Yeah, let's see what this thing puts out. So there we go. Dummy load's back in. And let's turn it back on. See what happens. Power up. We got power. The lights lit up there.
I'm not quite sure how to help.
Alexa, stop. There it comes. There comes the power. And come on, go, go, go. It doesn't look any different than what I had before at all. Let's see if we can tune it. Okay, it's a little different. Might be twice the power. Looks like a good 25 watts now anyway. 25 watts maybe. So that's that. Let's flick it to, okay, look at that. And the plate's coming down too. It likes that load. So the final shouldn't be red plating, I hope. I don't see it red plating. Well, that's nice. So this is a pretty good combo. It is pushing out 25 watts now. Let me see if it'll modulate. Didn't check that yet. And not get shocked. This is just dangerous. Just don't want to get shocked. Okay, in we go. Come on. Jeez. Of course I can't push that and raise it, can I? Okay. All right, my phone went in some weird mode there. The mic is in. Let's see if it modulates. KB3W test, 1, 2 test. Oh, I hear something, but I don't hear any modulation. Because I'm in the wrong one? No, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, I see it's moving the meter, so it must be modulating something. Let's see. Turn this thing on. Hello, modulation. If we have modulation, it's very, very low. Very low. Hello, hello. Very low. And that's because I'm not feeding the modulator. Okay, and that's probably because I'm feeding the final. And I'm not feeding the final through the modulator. So there's a screw up right there. All right. Well, whatever. So about 25 watts. Now we're going to figure out how to feed the modulator. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.